My name is Lindy Willmott and I'm a Professor of Law in the Australian Centre for Health Law Research here at QUT.
And my name is Ben White. I'm a Professor of End-of-Life Law and Regulation in QUT's Australian Centre for Health Law Research.
We research in the field of the laws and policies that govern end-of-life decision-making, and this includes issues such as voluntary assisted dying, but more broadly too, about the lawfulness of withholding or withdrawing life-sustaining treatment at the end of life, and also issues about the lawfulness of giving increasing amounts of pain relief as someone approaches the end of life. There are a few components to our research. We of course focus on making sure that the legal framework that governs decision making is as good as it can be, but we're also interested in making sure that the laws operate well in practice. So some of our research is looking at how these laws are operating and how end-of-life decisions are being made in practice. And the third and important component of our research is translating the findings of that research into practice, so medical decisions can be made in practice as well as is possible.
How we die is an important part of our story. Having the best possible law, policy, practice, regulation to support that is at the centre of our research. We hope that our work has helped make those choices more available for people, and so people can have the end of the story that they would like. One of the things that Lindy and I think are most proud of is the opportunity to contribute to law reform in relation to voluntary assisted dying. In 2021, Queensland, our own home state, passed its voluntary assisted dying laws, and we are humbled that some of the research that we'd provided supported and provided an evidence base for that legislation.
As to next steps with our research, there are a few issues which are really important. But just to name a couple, I guess voluntary assisted dying being available for people with dementia is an important issue which is being raised and talked about in the broader public now, and that raises really complex legal and ethical issues and probably does require further research.
I guess the other issue too is accessibility of voluntary assisted dying. Our research has shown that access to voluntary assisted dying is safe and done well in Australia, but one of the ongoing challenges is accessibility. Eligible people knowing that voluntary assisted dying is an option and actually being able to find out how to access. So there's some more work to be done on that as well.
Yeah. Research is important if it has a positive impact on people's lives. And it's my hope that the research that Ben and I have done over the last 20 years or so has contributed to a very good legal framework which hopefully gives people more choice as they approach the end of their lives.